Hi everybody, Tori here with another December daily video for you. Every day during the month of December I'm posting another video. I've had some technical issues, but I will post all the videos, so in total there will be 31 videos. Even if some of them have to kind of be on the same day or something, but hopefully there won't be any more technical problems and we can just proceed without them. But, anywho, let's proceed. Today I thought it would be fun to share with you how I created my December calendar. So I kind of have like a system that I follow every year for December Daily or for the past few years, which works really well for me. I start my albums out with a title page, then I put in a calendar, then I do my reason why, and then I dive into like the first day, the second day, and so forth. So I thought it would be fun to show you today how I created my calendar. So I got this calendar template from Ali Edwards. I believe it came in the Jasmine Jones kit. And it's blank, so you can fill in all the information yourself. And I decided to just adhere it to the back of that candy cane stripe paper that came from the Wild Whisper Home for the Holidays collection, which I designed. So this is one of the papers that I designed, and I just love it. It kind of reminds me of a candy cane. And I thought it would be fun to put this like white calendar on top of the candy cane so you'd see some of the candy cane stripes around it. I don't know, I just thought it would look really cute. And I decided to pull out my stamps and use some of the stamps to add to this calendar. So I started by stamping the word December, which came from the Felicity Jane Joy stamp this year. And now I'm just going through some of my Christmas stamps to just see if I have any that have numbers, because I wanted to add the numbers every day. And I end up using this Felicity Jane stamp from a long time ago, don't remember when or what month it was, and there's this like tiny number set, so I'm going to use that to add all of my numbers to the pages. And I've thought about using gray ink because I kind of wanted it to be a little more subtle, more like the background image, like the line images, but the gray that I initially pulled out was too light, so I ended up going with a darker gray. So I ended up using Power Suit from Color Theory for the numbers, and I'm just going to stamp the numbers 1 through 31 on the page there, and I count like a bajillion times because I was really afraid that I was going to screw it up, and I only had one of these, so I really didn't want to screw it up. I still screw it up, but you'll see how I kind of fixed it in the end, but for the most part, I didn't screw up the numbers. What I screwed up was the 31st of December. For some reason I thought it was like at the end of the calendar, but that doesn't make sense because the 31st, like the 30th and the 31st wouldn't both be a Saturday. One would be a Saturday and one would be a Sunday, but I kind of put them both on the same Saturday column. So what you just saw me do was draw a line, and then I realized that I had put it in the wrong place. So what I did was I just grabbed a black pen, I wrote the word Sunday, and so it'll kind of be like Sunday's in the wrong place, but you know, it's just me who would really care about that. Most people probably wouldn't even notice that it was wrong. I mean, some people would, but whatever. I mean, it's my thing, and I only had one of these calendar things, so I decided to just go with it and let go, you know, let it go. And then keep on stamping. So I just kind of pulled out the 1, put all the 1s down, then the 2, then the 3, then the 4, and so on, and just kept stamping. And while I was doing this, I was watching other people's December Daily YouTube videos, and I just love watching all the inspiration that's out at this time of the year. Like, honestly, December Daily is my favorite project of the year, and I just love Christmas. It's my favorite season. It's my favorite holiday. I love it all. And there's so much inspiration out there, so I feel like I just am so inspired by everybody and what they're sharing. So thanks everybody who's sharing their projects and their videos and their blog posts. I'm just so inspired. And I can't wait to share more of mine with you, so I hope that mine is also inspiring people. So, yeah, I'm excited. So anyways, after I was done stamping all of the numbers, I decided to stamped the 25 a little differently. So you'll notice that I left the 25th, or Christmas Day, without the little tiny 25, and I decided to go with this big 25 from the Felicity Jane stamp set from last year, I think. And I just thought it would be fun if the Christmas 25 day was just like a big, bold impact on there, so that's why I stamped it. And it doesn't necessarily fit perfectly in the square or rectangle, but I didn't really mind. I just thought it doesn't matter, like, people will know what I'm doing. And now I'm going to try to figure out how I want to embellish and add details and fun little things. Originally, I thought it would be really fun to use a bunch of die cuts. Specifically, I really, really, really wanted to use the die cuts from the Feed Your Crafts and Brandy Kincaid Christmas collection that they released this year, because I got a bunch of those and they're just so adorable. Like, I love Brandy's doodles, and I play around with them for a really long time trying to make them work. But unfortunately, they were just the wrong size. Like, I love them. They're so stinking adorable, and you'll see I play with them for a really long time. But they were just, like, slightly too big. Like, I feel like if they were all, like, a teeny bit smaller, it would work. But it just felt like it was taking up too much space on the page. So while I played with that for a while, I ended up removing it and doing something else. But you definitely could use your die cuts like this to kind of add, like, fun, festive details to your page. And honestly, I think it would have been fine if I left those die cuts on there, because they're super adorable. And I'm going to make sure that I find a way to use them later this year, because I have to make those fit in my album. So I'm just kind of going through trying to figure out, look at that pink Christmas tree. I want a pink Christmas tree this year. Does anybody out there have a pink Christmas tree? I would love one, but my parents would never let me have one. So as soon as I move out, I'm going to buy a pink house and have a pink Christmas tree. I don't know. I'm going to be that crazy lady who has everything that's pink. So then I thought, okay, the die cuts aren't really working, so I push them off to the side to see if I can find anything else. And I pull out, like, a bunch of puffy stickers and enamel dots and pieces, and I decided to use those because they were kind of a better fit. So I just looked to make sure that I feel like there's pieces that I think would work, and I'm going to go with those instead of the die cuts. So I started by adding some buttons, these little gold star ones, which came from the Crepe Paper Fa La La kit, I think, or collection, and I added one on either side of December. And then I'm going to add in some of the details of things that we're doing this month. So I don't write everything down on the calendar, like I don't fill in every single day. I might go back and add more things later, but typically I don't. Typically I just write in, like, big things. And this is like a really quiet December. I don't have a lot of things going on, so it's actually not that busy. But I might go back and add some more details later if I want to. Otherwise, I'll just leave it like this. And I kind of feel like it's just really setting a groundwork for, like, what's going to be happening in the month and in my December daily. So I don't mind that it's not all filled in. And you can kind of see me going off screen every once in a while, and it's just because I'm looking at my computer, which is next to me, to see what I have on the calendar. So I wrote in, like, decorating the tree, or a Christmas party for work, or I'm going to a play for one of my really good friends who's, like, one of my biggest fans on YouTube, Lily. Hey, Lily. And then I wrote down, like, a concert that I'm going to and a cookie exchange that I'm doing, and then Christmas and things like that. So I added those, and I'm just using a black pen for that, and then I'm going to add some embellishments. So what I did was I just started with the Fa La La ones because I think they're adorable, and I started picking up the ones that are just my favorite, that I was like, I have to put these somewhere in my album, so they're going in there. So I started with that deer just because I'm not sure where else I would use it in the album, and it's just so stinking cute. It had to make it in the album. And I added a Christmas tree for when we're decorating the tree, and just some, like, cute little ornaments and presents and a joy banner. So those were the Fa La La, and then I grabbed a couple of things from the Snow and Cocoa collection, which was last year's Crepe Paper collection. And then I grabbed a couple of puffy stickers, the circle ones, which came from the Feed Your Crafts and Brandy Kincaid doodles. I think I added 2 of those or 3 of those. The heart is also from there. And then I also used some Yes Please from My Mind's Eye enamel dots, because they're these like gorgeous black and gold ones, and I just spread those out just to add a couple of fun details on the page. I just feel like it's like the nice little touch. And then I added some Oh What Fun enamel dots too. And that's pretty much it for my layout here. I'm going to just wrap this up, show you what it looks like inside the album, and just say thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Oh, I forgot something. I also thought it would be fun to add a little strip of ribbon, like this really pretty lacy ribbon on the edge of my page. So I also glued that on there, and I love it. It's so cute, and I can't wait to show you what it looks like in the album. So stick around so you can see what it looked like, well, when it's in the album, because it's adorable. Okay, now I will wrap it up and say thank you for joining me. Don't forget to check back tomorrow for another December daily video. And I hope that you have a lovely day and that you were inspired. So don't forget to leave me a comment and hit the subscribe button. And tell me, do you include a calendar in your December daily? I'd love to hear. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.